Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. We are covering Canada's Drag Race Season 3, Episode 7, Squirrel's Trip, the Rusical. Thank you so much for being here. If you hear any noises in the background, my apologies sincerely. For some odd reason, my roommate needs to wash his clothes right now, knowing I had to film at 4. But we're going to get through this as best we can, as well as trying to keep this within an hour since, to be honest with you, there's 6 people left. I don't know what you want me to talk about. See, with Philippines, now I can run through the river. That made no sense, but we're going to keep it going. I could soar through the seas. Nope, that still don't make no sense. Keep it going. I could go through the river. Listen, lots going on with the Phyllis, with the Peens, but with Canada's Drag Race, I'm enjoying the season. However, we're coming to the close, as you can see, with this being the top 6. And this Rusical was interesting. It was, yes. Another great category for a runway. A winner was declared, finally, for some people. And somebody went home. So we'll go over all that today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Do me a favor, hit that like button while you're up in this piece. Let everybody know in the entire universe that you appreciate it and that you want to see more of this. So hit that like button. Make sure to get into that comment section. I have not seen Philippines Untucked, so I'd appreciate it if we keep this into the Canada's Drag Race atmosphere so I can remain on the topic at hand, because tomorrow, Saturday, I will be making a special live just to specifically talk about Philippines Untucked. All right? Great. So I'm going to do my social medias first. Then we're going to get this ball going here. It's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. If you grab a branch and need some fruit, that's some Mativia in that link tree. You can find merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I also do reactions to all of these episodes. This one is currently on Patreon right now. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, it's for as low as $1 will get you access to over 150 videos that I have uploaded on there for you to see, where you can enjoy and watch along with me. Also bookable on Cameo. Yay. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I do need to give a disclaimer because girls like to get on Twitter and have conversations with themselves, apparently, versus just sending an at every now and then. Also, some people just don't know how to just deal. This is for shits and giggles. I'm not meant to trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to take anyone down a notch. I don't send hate or ill will to anyone. I can't speak for other girls, but I can speak for myself. I don't send no ill will or hate to anyone. With that being said, here's this disclaimer just for you. Disclaimer: this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this said program, please consume some Activia and have yourself just that, okay? Because this is just for fun. We talk about the show. It is a review, but at the same time, I'm not here doing some New York Times report. I don't need to get on TikTok and then explain myself either, after then taking a personal DM that was sent and then asking for people to not take it too serious. It doesn't need to go public. I don't want any attention. So we're not doing that, okay? And that's for all the girls on TikTok that saw that just asinine post from somebody mad at someone giving an opinion about their opinion. I used to be that girl. I don't have to do that no more. It's not necessary unless y'all post some stupid shit. Anywho, thanks for tuning in. Feral Kitty, all the way down in Australia. Hey, baby, yesterday I set my BFF's phone notification to Maddie yelling, Kyak! And then kept her texting. Oh my God. Maddie providing entertainment even when offline. I love that you have made a vulgar word of mine in the way that I say it, your text tone. I think that's amazing. All the way to Australia, they're saying, Kyak! That's funny. I'm past the 3-minute marker here, so I can do what I do. Again, there's 6 queens left. I don't have that much to run and discuss. And again, there is and maybe some noise in the background, so my apologies there. Normally it's a little bit different, but today is going to be that day. So I'm going to keep a good head and a good attitude about it. I'm a little bit pressed that this noise I can hear. And we're going to go ahead and do this review for Canada's Drag Race Season 3 Squirrel's Trip to Rusical. Now, okay, listen. I know some of y'all love the Rusicals a lot. Now, we already had a girls group challenge with Philippines. We have another girls group challenge coming up with Down Under. Okay. And then this is the Rusical. So it seems to be a very musical week for the drag race franchises, right? I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna try to keep it cute. Girl. I was not a fan. I was not a fan. I'm sorry. I was not a fan. I'm gonna try to talk about it, but if you saw my reaction, then you understand where I'm coming from. It was not entertaining for me. Now we lost Bombay, so a lot of flavor has left the workroom as well as this competition, and somebody who I consider to at least be in the top 4 of this competition, along with the Boom Boom that's no longer here. But again, expectations are for wanderers, and I don't want to find myself off track. So we're back in the schedule here with these kids as 6 queens remain in the competition. After finding out what Kimmy Couture wanted to do with her face and finding that the execution was still lacking, and this is an awful, awful representation. God damn. Sister, it looks like you're going through 3 different things: outside, inside, and at home. Just, I don't know what's going on, but seems like 3 different diagnoses here for what's happened on this deathbed. Jesus. Now, I will admit, Fierce Delicious can talk a little junk right now, and she deserves it because, by all means, she sat quite safe this entire season up until we get into this point right now where she gets her first win for, of course, doing a commercial with makeup and branding herself, right? Okay. Okay. Now, she wanted to let the girls know outside of Bombay, y'all hoes came for me and you tried it, but bitch, see what I did there? I'm the winner. I'm that girl. They're over it. They are over it, especially Vivian. She is over it. She's been in the same position as Miss Fierce Delicious, except she hasn't had to lip sync once. Okay, Vivian's been safe this entire time. And so that's probably been eating her alive. And she's just tired of it as well as everybody else. A lot of the girls were over her at this moment. Like, Jesus Christ. But like Miss Fierce Delicious said, Vivi, you just need to go ahead and get a good win on you, girl. And do all that. You're so jealous of me, and they should be. Mwah. Kiss. People live for this villain, and she's playing the role very well. And then gets online and tells people not to be mean. Gets on here and acts an ass. Either way, Miss Fierce Delicious was happy she finally won. Vivian is definitely upset, but hopefully this will be her week. Is anyone going to help Fierce because she won? And it's only right that they help her out of her outfit, A mirror in front of Giselle Lullaby's face and Kimmy Couture being shady and going to help Shada Hudson. Your Toronto sister said, F you, F you. Moving past this moment of the previous day to get into the actual day necessary. But before we do that, Irma, can I tell you something? The setup was real for your exit this episode. Not only did you say, well, based on how I've been doing in this competition, this week should be my win. That was the first strike. The second one, well, Fierce, we're all just, getting ready for you to go home. I said, oh. And my thing about it is, y'all, let's talk about it. Everybody, there's 6 of them. 2 of them don't have wins. At this point, if they don't win this week's episode, they're going to be in the bottom. and it will more than likely be against somebody who has a win, and they're not going to send that bitch home. This isn't Holland all over again. No, no, no. The next day happens after Miss Fierce Delicious is not taken seriously, but super seriously. And she wants to let the girls know, hey, everybody. So I just want to do a win check real quick. So I have a win. Jada has a win. Kimmy has the win. Giselle has two. And then, Irma and Vivian are here. So now you can be a bully. Now you can be a mean girl. I want to say it's all playful, and I'm going to say it's all playful. I hate I even use the term bully, but I find it interesting how Fierce played this entire competition with being a internalized victim in their own head. And now with that one win girl, the next day she's dragging bitches. I said, well, goddamn. I mean, don't let it go to your head, but here we go. She said, honey, I'm going to the top four. Don't you know? That was my win. That was my win to the top four. You bitches don't understand. Okay. If this was the Big Brother house, I was HOH at the right time, so I can move to the nice part of this competition where I can be closer to the buddy. Either way, Vivian's not having it. It's too much. This little Lotto over here is being rude. It's interesting. She don't want no one calling her Christian Walker, but low key, this entire episode, Fierce Delicious was giving Christian Walker tease the entire episode. Celebrate your wins, sis. You deserve it. But come on, why you gotta take the other girls down? I think she still thinks that Vivian tried to sabotage her. Either way, or they're just making that up for good TV. Now, RuPaul is giving us her best 19, insert the decade, with this wig and these earrings and all these good shoulder pads and stuff, to tell us that she is not hosting this show, but I wanted to give you basement realness. Brad, what is this? What's going on here? What's happening? You're a grown man. I'm just kidding. If you're a grown individual who enjoys wearing suits that have shorts in them, have at it. I have questions though, especially with these knees and these legs. Uh I love the print. I love the mixture of different brands in here. It looks like he belongs to a club of people who are petitioning to have the purge be a real thing. Like, it's giving me that. I mean, the socks are necessary though. But look, the socks are necessary. The socks are needed because I would not want it without the sock at this point. And I love the cologne. I don't like the design all the time, baby. And just because Tom made it doesn't mean it's fashion. Doesn't mean it's cute for me. Tom Ford can make a wonderful cologne. Velvet Orchid is everything. But if this is Tom, I'm not for it. I am not for it. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. It's not for me. Mm-mm. I need a tapered suit. I need that sucker down to my ankles, bitch. I needed something a little different. That's all. So this man rolled up in here about to tell these kids we about to play cricket. I said, okay, come on, Heathers. But Brad is here to let them know that he's going to be low key in charge of this episode, just like how Tracy was the last episode. Tracy got all the fun last week. Now it's my turn. All right, Bradams, let's go. Brad said, I want you hoes to give me ingenue. You're auditioning for a role, and it's going to be you turning into a superhero. No one dressed for it. And I want you to read the script the best you can, add a little bit of your flair in there, and sell me this. I want you to win. I want you to be this person. Y'all, I was low key tuning out at this part. I had to keep myself in here because I was like, okay, this was a very long mini challenge. And I assume they were filling time, which is okay. I don't know what else they would have filled it with. Not that Rusical, my God. But you know, once Jada stepped on set, giving you all kinds of, I'm picking up Deshaun and Larice right now. I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Listen, okay, hold on. First of all, y'all decided to change the school districts. That's not my problem. Second of all, you already know how traffic is on this 45 going south. What the hell's wrong with you? And third of all, no, I don't even name you third. Where are my kids? We always have this talk, Dion. We always do this. Every time I come up here, fucking with me. Give me my goddamn kids. Get in the car. See what the fuck this is. I love you, Jada. Jada was ready for the audition. Personally, I thought Jada was gonna win this one. To be real with you, Kimmy, let's. Fierce Delicious, you gotta forgive me. You know, y'all both like to have parts in the wrong places. Um, so this is your mini challenge wig. Am I right? I'd love to know. This has to be your mini challenge wig. You don't wear this anywhere else. This has to be your mini challenge wig. Ma'am, I have seen you with this scalp every time there's a mini challenge, and I'm okay with it. In the snatch game too, baby. Let me tell you something. She said this wig gonna be used, honey. She's giving all kinds of chai latte. Yes. Speaking of which, on my way here from I went to Yard House for lunch today. I actually have a bunch of Hawaiian mules, which is pineapple vodka and ginger beer. It's fabulous. Got two in me right now. I was Scotty by Nature is in Houston. He's visiting this weekend, so I was meeting up with him and Josiah, part of the Boys Night Out crew I do on Sky's channel. And I got in my Uber to go home to do this review, and my Uber driver got in an accident. But you had to see how it went down. It was a Karen that hit this man. My driver's name was Muhammad. I'll let you do the work from there. He said, "Would you like to get another ride?" I said, "Sure." And as I waited for this ride, while this man was trying to get the police, this lady was not trying to involve the popo. And I was thinking to myself, you look like you have insurance. You know what, the police here? Because that man was in the middle of a drive. I'm okay. I'm fine. I was okay. No lie, y'all. Like at first when she hit the car, I was kind of like this. I did one of these numbers real quick, like maybe my neck hurt. I didn't know. But I was like, oh no, I'm fine. I did one of these like lean forward, like, oh, maybe something hurt. Nah, ain't no pinch. I ain't gonna bullshit. Let me get out the car. I was like, I'm not about to sit through this just to play that. No, ma'am. Because some folks do that kind of crap. But I was like, no, I'm just playing. I was like, no, let me get out the car. But I ended up having my other car come and pick me up right there. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. We were at a red light, and you know how someone's not paying attention. It was that kind of hit. It was one of those. She hit the gas, didn't look up from her phone, boom, hit the man in the back of the car. So it wasn't like it was like a full slam, but it scared me. It did scare me because I was looking through my music. I was like, let me put on my Beyonce. Oh, what was that? And as soon as it boom, I was like, oh, maybe. I was like, maybe. Is that hurt? No. Oh shit. Okay, we good. All right, let's get past this newscaster wig, giving all kinds of the 10 p.m. shift. KHOU. Go on. I don't know what Kimmy is auditioning for. Now, this was crazy. The whole mini challenge was a mess. I thought it was funny, but it just was. Brad's like, okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to give us a little louder and really enhance where you're going. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. And it was like, I know this man has never direct no goddamn shit in his life. It was funny, but it was just very chaotic for me. Where I had my little cackle was the tongue pop scene. Everyone's just tongue popping, right? But Kimmy, who I'm assuming cannot tongue pop, girl, this cackled me something deep. This baby clapped her tongue. What is happening? But then they asked them to make a really crazy face, a scary, gross looking face. And when I tell you, it just went to hell from there. Shayna Hudson. I howled at Jada's part. I don't care. I thought this bitch was going to win. I don't care. That I was done. I was done. I was done. I thought she was going to win this one. Because, when it was like Kimmy's and she, oh my God, these are the parts of my lines that I'm reading on doing stuff. I thought Jada was going to take it because Kimmy's was, okay, these are the words. These are the words, right? These are the words. Okay, these are words. I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, the Kimmy's face, and she was like, I couldn't do it. This was such a funny part. Oh, it was weak. Oh, Irma. Now this should have been the cover for Snot Rocket for the makeup brand. This would have sold pallets. I mean, this would have sold nothing but the pallets. Woo! Okay, so past this. This was low-key Giselle a couple of weeks ago dragging Fierce Delicious. Oh no. Not that Giselle looks like Jennifer Lawrence when they found out they were eating her baby in that movie Mother. Ugh, gross. Oh, I hated that movie. Oh, I hated that movie. Don't forget to do a solid land and bend backwards a little bit. Listen, these babies had fun. Most of us were having fun with it. Blast off, Annie. Blast off. Blast off. Kimmy Couture won the mini challenge. I gave it to Jada, but I'm glad Kimmy won. $2,500 from Made is then given to them for their mini challenge win. And did anybody else notice that the mini challenge win was the same prize for the maxi challenge? Where are you at, people? Listen, hold up. Come on in this room. The same prize for the mini challenge is the same prize for the maxi challenge. I was gooped. Goop. I said, hold on now. I know I didn't just hear that. 2005, like as soon as when Miss Mama won, I said, hold on. She only get that much? No, this bitch got I wouldn't even be mad if I was Kimmy and I didn't win this episode because high key, I took the same prize. I was like, oh wow, okay. Hey, it is what it is. But I'm just asking. 20, you got 100,000 from Trojan coming your way, or Cash App. I forget who the provider is. I was like, I think they missed the mark on this episode as far as that is concerned, because it really didn't add to the factor, especially having to learn lines, do choreography. I say the winner deserved another 25 hundo on top of that. Okay, that's all I'm asking. I just thought that was a little misstep in their part as far as balance and weighing mini challenge prizes to maxi challenge prizes. That's all. No shade to the show. 100 plus in this room. Thanks for being here. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Don't forget, I do Drag Race Philippines, Drag Race in general, All Stars Drag Races, Drag Race versus the World, Down Under, Philippines, anything and everything, as well as LGBTQIA plus programming. Hit that like button, join my family, and also catch me on Patreon for as low as $1 here a month to watch reactions to every single one of these episodes. Tomorrow will be Untucked for the Philippines. Can't wait to watch that. Haven't seen it yet. Continuing on. It felt correct, didn't it, Kimmy, that you won? Mm-hmm. The Maxi Challenge is a Rusical. So either we're going to get wonderful or we're going to get a Rusical. All right. Now, it's Squirrel's Trip, the Rusical. I think that's a play on Girls Trip, but not two Girls Trip, you know. Okay. The roles were kind of set in stone, really. Like, for example, Fierce Delicious played Ronnie, who honestly is going to be who Fierce Delicious is probably the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. Self centered, check. Spoiled, check. Gold digging, check. Vain, check. Married for money, check. I don't think that's going to be Fierce, but that's the role she's playing right now. She's just a kid. Amber, who has a lot of choreography, and these all did give specifics as far as what they'd be doing with their roles. Kimmy said she'd take it because why not? It's a lot of dancing. Okay. We still got to hear you sing, baby. Then we have Grace, who Irma Gerda, that's not that girl's name, Maddie. It's Irma Gerd. Why do I want to call her Irma Gerda? What is Irma Gerda? Irma Gerda. Irma Gerd wanted that role, but Jada was like, nah, I'm cooler. I'm gonna take it. It's my role. I want to have it. And she very much kind of steamrolled over that. And that's okay. Jada wanted the role, she got it. Oh my God, I just realized what this song sounds like for the Rusical. It's a South Park song that it sounds like. Oh my God. Where has my country gone? I don't care, it fell. It actually fits perfectly. Yes. It is. Where has my country gone? Very that. Sorry. Just came to me. Now, there's Jack A and Jill, who went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, and Jack A came down and broke their crown, and Jill came tumbling after. It's not that nursery rhyme, but basically Jack A is jealous of Jill, and she's out there trying to get her groove back. So, Okay, everybody. Jill went to Giselle because Giselle was like, I don't want anything that's going to be too singy. So I'm going to pick the role that doesn't have a lot of lines, which she then finds out, oh, there are lines and she does still have to sing. Jill got to do a little bit more singing. Jack A got to do a little bit more singing. Look at me getting mixed up. Jack A went to Irma. I would never assume a Jack A for Irma, but that's fine. We'll have that conversation when we get there. The roles have been assigned, with Vivian taking the last role, which is Kiki, who is a mom out there, wanting to get a little sex without her husband. Okay. Now, Vivian has literally played a mother throughout the entire season. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. It's like, girl. I said typecasted, but it's going to work in her favor. Now, Fierce, being, the ass that they want to be right now, said, because Viv said, I don't know if I should take this role. Maybe I should do something different. And, it's got a lot of dancing. I'm not a good dancer. So Fierce being like, aha, I remember when Vivian set me up to go home that one week, and it was clearly sabotage, even though she said it wasn't. I don't believe her. So I'm going to tell her, girl, take this role because it's going to be what the judges want, which in reality, Fierce, you were right. You were absolutely right. You were. But you had different intentions behind her taking the role because you wanted her to fail at the dancing part and be in the bottom and go home because she's a bitch to you. Will her plan work out? Let's find out. Giselle, I like you, but when that man on stage wrote notes about you having strong vocals, I think he had a hiccup in that part. I think Giselle has a great voice, not for singing. Irma, I was surprised that the voice would sing. I was like, okay, I hear a little tune in there. I wish that the knees were in tune as well, and the feet, and them hands, and them elbows, and them shoulders, and any part of her body that has to move with any sort of music that has a rhythmic quality. She is no, don't hurt the beat. That's the that she hurts the beat. DJ, like, why is my track skipping? It's not the CD boo. She walked in the room. Past this, with of course Kimmy and Vivian going over the roles and Vivian being excited for the role. Just a reminder that Fierce once again is so happy with her plot and scheme to send home Vivian. Moo ha ha ha. She can't dance, and I encouraged her to take the role because she's shit. Laugh at me, Jada. Laugh at me, Jada. Okay. Just wanted to get that out the way. Listen, congratulations to you, my love. Look, it was a wonderful move that you did to secure somebody else's win. Pause. Now, they're coming out here to get vocal lessons from Brad for whatever reason. Brad is a stylist. Y'all can get mad at whoever you want to. Bitch, I already gave you a disclaimer. Brad is a stylist. What is happening? When did this man become so good at this? And no shade to him. It just felt very off. Like, I know you know what you like that sounds good, but I would have liked it if somebody who was a professional that didn't go to theater school ended up being on just I was really thrown off by this scene. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what is he doing here? For what reason? This is not him. I didn't know Brad had an album. Brad's got an album, bitch. Has he been on Broadway? Let me find this out because I was really thrown off by him being there, looking like he's cold. That's kind of a really good question. Like, actually, a very great question. We couldn't call Alyssa. We couldn't call nobody. Yeah, it didn't work out the best. Well, for me personally, I'm also not gonna really sit through this scene, y'all, because you know how I feel about these moments of let's talk about what we're already gonna see and see who is good and who is not good. And so Brad giving notes, I couldn't really grasp it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. There's shit going on in the background here. Hold on. My apologies, everybody. I could hear something in the background. I'm not trying to get my channel demonetized. So listen, Brad over here is giving us all kinds of berries and cream, going to board school realness. Don't know why he is giving any sort of singing lessons when he went to the school of Rachel Zoe. So, it is what it is. Now, on to Hollywood J, who actually is a choreographer with this Susan wig. I don't understand. Uh, this actually makes sense, which I was more invested into watching Jay do what Hollywood does, which is choreograph these babies. Now, Vivian Vanderpuss was giving a little bit of light twink trade, not nowhere near it. Nope, just two twinks that can dance up here, baby, with a little bit of facial hair, right? And Vivian had to learn how to do the two step, not really, real quick. Of course, we're all trying to see maybe Vivian's gonna misstep here, but I had hopes for Viv. I did. Also, it's a Rusical. The lady's got the jazz in her. Kimmy's gonna be fine. Kimmy is going to be fine. Kimmy's going to be just fine. Now, Ermagerd and Giselle. We'll get to you later. We didn't see Jada Shada Hudson or Miss Fierce Delicious do the rehearsals because if we just want to be honest, both Jada and Fierce didn't really have that much choreography to work with compared to the other four. Jada was running around, boom, boom, here's and booms. That's about that. That's still choreography, but not a lot compared to the others. And you saw how Fierce was performing too. So, meow. Super Amy, what's up? Thank you for the message, my love. This episode gave low budget. They had Brad doing everything. Like, damn, y'all couldn't have gotten a professional coach. I mean, I mean, I mean, Tracy was taking pictures like she was Tyra. I mean, that was the last episode, you know? I mean, also, maybe because it's like someone probably is thinking to themselves, well, Matt, what do you think about when Michelle and Rue do those moments? I think because there's been so many seasons of them actually doing it now that it feels like it's okay for that to be done versus me going, why is Rue in this chair and why is Michelle there? I also feel they've had some more experience than others in these departments. Either way, it was like, ah, you know what I mean? Like, ah, okay. 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 Heard a lot of the budget was shared with the upcoming Canada versus the world. I mean, well, those are going to be 6 great episodes, I see. Ooh, Lord, 6 episodes again. Either way. So we get into sort of the darker alley of conversation, but also real moments that we all can relate to. Ermagerd expresses them having a little bit of a stutter or a speech impediment when they were younger, that with them singing, this was sort of a big deal for them because they themselves feel like they haven't gotten over it just quite yet. And why they become such a lovable weirdo in the first place because people were making fun of them from that. If I didn't know Irma was going home maybe within the first 15 minutes of this episode, I knew here. I said, we're getting deep. We've pulled out child pictures, all of that. That's either a win or it is normally bottom two behavior. Okay. So I feel bad. And I also was like, I understand where Irma's coming from here, but I also knew the writing was on the wall. Now, Giselle, I'll tell you this too, because we've gone through your situation before, but this is the first time they gave us pictures, backstory, and all of that. Because Giselle's been talking about this bullying situation from her going through school and how it's been and affected her all this time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we've already done this, but it's now being led into a longer story that, Giselle, gives us more information on about them being bullied through school and their guidance counselor being a very big source in their life that saved them from harming themselves, which thank God that happened. And shout out to that guidance counselor. We need people like that out there in this world. But we got to understand a little bit about Giselle, and I said, "Oh, they're going to be in the bottom." I said, "Okay, it got a little deep, and it got a little, you know, serious." Hey, to everyone that is tuned in today, thank y'all for being here. Please do me a favor, hit this like button. 100 plus in the room. I know some of y'all ain't feeling this show, but it is what it is. I love Canada's Drag Race. I love Drag Race in general. If you're not feeling it, stay here though. Listen to your boy talk. Let's have a good time, right? Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a little tip in my jar if you feel like it with the Cash App, PayPal, or the Venmo. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. We'll try to keep and maintain this positive attitude no matter who is acting up, no matter what is going down. And I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate your support. So, knowing what I know just from seeing this go down with Giselle and Irma, I said, okay, the writing is on the wall. And of course, we're happy that, Giselle is still here for sure. This scene goes from them discussing their childhood trauma to Jada discussing a ghost plowing her while she was asleep. That's a story. That's a real story. That's a real story. I was like, okay, so Irma over here talking about a speech impediment, Giselle talking about surviving school, and then we get Jada saying, I felt a little something, something in my body, and I'm like, okay, so maybe I have shared an experience like that before. I'm not gonna be actively saying that after these moments. She goes getting all ooky spooky up in here. What prompted that conversation? They were just looking like what? Oh, Candace Drag Race. Jada, you kill me. I just was like, girl, what is happening here? Tracy, I like the dress. The girls were out tonight. The girls were popping. Brad, whoever did your makeup, they need to be given a standing ovation. I enjoyed the rosy cheeks. The tousled hair from the front was lovely. When you were sitting down, it looked like you had went through, some sort of water ride. But other than that, I enjoyed their looks. Now, Brooklyn, I thought was fabulous in this beautiful gown with these flowers coming down. It felt very midsummer, but she's not the sacrifice. Yeah. So I did like Brooklyn's look. I thought it was lovely. It was lovely. Face, hair, all of it was done done. Mm-hmm. And those pansies up top. I see you, girl. Jeremy Dutcher, when she said a Canadian heartthrob in something else, I had to look up photos of it. I was like, I don't know who this man is or who they are, excuse me, but I thought they had some good commentary. Now, I don't want to be cynical or rude about it, but I got to be honest. Sometimes it feels like the judges panel is super scripted, more so than the others. And I don't know if that's just the way it's set up. I don't know if that's just, you know, how they're going about things. Maybe it's the media training from a few of them. It feels a tad bit phoned in. Not speaking on behalf of Jeremy, who is the Canadian heartthrob and in People magazine, apparently. I live for his hair, by the way. Also, I used to have the biggest crush on Johanna. He not up in here. What do you mean, Dooley? Like what you talking about? Super Amy, thank you for the super chat. I love that lip color on Brooke. I want that for me. I mean, Brooke has been coming consistently to the runways. It's a good lip color. It's a good hair. It's a good dress. Oh, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I didn't like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He got on my nerves. He gave me the class count. He gave me the class clown who low key was a bully in front of the boys, but then would try to get somebody in the bathroom. That's who Jonathan always gave me. But yeah, Jeremy was the guest. On to the Squirrels Trip Rusical. I'm trying to find the words. I didn't. Okay. I'm just Matt. Oh my god. Where would y'all rank this one in the Rusical? Where would y'all rank this in the Rusical department? I'm like, can they could have like just done a Rusical with already voices that were lip synced, and they didn't have to sing. Could that have been done instead? And I don't want to be rude about it, but like they could have had actual singers because yikes, it was hard to listen to a couple of people. Majority. This part right here with Kimmy going into this rant that went on for quite some time. Whew. You know, I think I'll be real with you, super fan. I liked last year's better, and I thought this one would have been like, oh, it's gonna completely wash that out. No, I'm afraid it was. I am afraid it was. But Keebs, I'm going to give you the option to help out in this review by pointing at least three different moments that would make this not be that bad. Now, is this the worst of the worst? Hell no. Hell, not. But we're gonna keep it cute because we're not gonna talk about it. This was no Tiffany Haddish. This was no Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. this was not. This wasn't no Queen. This. So here we go. This felt like a bad sketch on the Black Lady sketch show, and they just missed. Like it felt like one of them. For the girls who have seen that show that know what I'm talking about, there are good episodes, there are good skits, and there are bad skits. Oh, what was that? What? Oh, okay. And see, I wanted you to give some options. I was gonna give you the floor, bitch. I wouldn't even try to read. I was gonna say, Keeps, help me. Tell me why. Because I was like, this, oh my God. Okay, let's start. I like all these people. They can say I don't care. I like all of them. This is killing me. It's like a pink uncircumcised penis. I just get so sick of seeing this breast bib sit there choking somebody at the turtle gullet part of their body and it just swallowing them whole. I cannot take that shit. It drives me. Especially when it's not blended or the girl don't put a necklace over it because they know it's basically watching, a cheap Muppet at somebody's church function. It gives me very that, y'all know the church programs, Channel 15 for some people, TBN, and they have them cheap looking puppets on there scaring children, talking about God. That's why they're scared. Talking about hell and brimstone while they're sitting there. I can't do it. That's the first part. Second part, Fierce Delicious cannot sing at all. Nope. Didn't like the tone. Nope. Did they perform though? And she was pretty, super pretty, and could perform. I was here for that. 2 out of 3. That singing though, chop. But yes, I did like her performance, not the singing. Nope. She looked like somebody from a recent season, and I'm not going to do it today. Vivian Vanderpuss. Listen, Viv, I was happy that you pulled this one out. Now, was this your cat mom character? Absolutely. Was this you in another mini challenge? Absolutely. Has this been you the entire season? Absolutely. But it worked for you. This has been you the entire season, but it worked for you. And they finally gave you credit for your mom character. And that's what I saw tonight. You've been doing well. You've been giving this. And they finally gave it to you. Dead ass. And this was my favorite part right here. This face right here. Oh. I love this face. So funny. Love me some Vivian. Irma looks like a pale frog. Ribbot. I hate, oh God. I hate that bib on her. It don't do her no justice. Now, Kimmy Couture's shoes are seen once again on this stage, ready to cut up. And when I tell you them shoes were doing the Lord's work, you heard it here first. Kimmy's shoes was cutting up, y'all. Throwing them feet, toes, toenails out. Them shoes was doing God's work. Yes, shoes. Go in heels every week. Go in. Yes, if it. No, she did perform down though. Her voice was grating for me. No shade, the voice was grating, but I thought she was cutting up. But them goddamn shoes, I swear to you. And you know what? Fuck me for even like going there with that because it's like Maddie, drag is expensive. All that, absolutely understand it. I just, for me as a viewer, I'm like, there go Gigi era in that Jocelyn Fox necklace, and then here come these damn I'm a weave a wobble, but these shoes. But let me tell you something. Them shoes held together, and she knows she can dance in them others. That's why we're seeing them suckers over again. Just like when Irma wants to dance, she got them little ankle boots on. Okay, those little rain catchers look like she about to get a storm of brewing or something. Did I put something over their butts? I did. The appropriate people. Yeah. So there was a cute little scene where they showed their romps and did a little, back and forth and back and forth. And it was like, really fun and cute and all that kind of stuff. Right. We had fun, didn't we? We had so much fun. Lots of fun. Loads of it. Particular fun. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. I just had to put some phobias on the back of that. Yeah. Yeah. One's a homophobe and one's all of the phobes, but keep it going. Allegedly. Allegedly. Even though there's evidence. Gamer guy, I don't even want to talk about Big Brother. You just do not know how angry I am. I really I was so on board with this season and I can no longer even give it any more of my time. I turn it on and I see Kyle start speaking or listen. I get so angry. I'm like, wow, these people really have garnered like the emotions out of me. I do not like those people. And Terrence, I want to call him Samuel Jackson and Django Unchained so bad. Oh. And Turner, girl. Oh, you had one job. All right. So let's see who up here. See, I told look at Irma and them boots. I'm telling you, those the same. I'm gonna dance in these shoes too, bitch. This was chaotic. This was kind of bad. Giselle's doing one thing, Irma's doing another. Just not the greatest time for them. And I felt bad. I felt really bad because I was like, one, it would have been nice if Irma like pulled this out and showed, hey, y'all, I'm gonna be able to dance this through. Two, Giselle was worried that her voice was gonna be the problem, but it was. And three, just it's harder to be in a duo than to do it solo because of everybody paying attention to what movements are going to be what. So they were kind of set up for either to be praised as the top two for doing so well or bottom two because they depended on each other to make the performance work out. That's literally what happened. I would like to say that Irma fell through in the physical department while Giselle fell through in the vocal chambers. Okay. They had fun though, and that's the most important part of all of this, y'all. They had a good time, and that needs to be commended. They had a really great time. They enjoyed themselves. They all felt they did good. I almost forgot about Jada and talking about her. Okay, let's have this conversation. I almost forgot to talk about Jada. Jada Shada Hudson was she was fine. It wasn't like the biggest performance, but it wasn't the smallest one either. And there were moments where I felt, yeah, she could have gone bigger, but I didn't think it was as bad as they made it out to be when they were talking to her. I think where her failure lied, it was in her outfit. Her failure lied. I'll keep it. That runway was a fool, but let's get there. I was okay with the vocals. They every now and then it gave me what's a good singer I can really refer her to? Whose album I would have bought? It'll come to me. I bought the first album, I didn't get the second. I just didn't understand. For me, with Jada, when they said she wasn't giving enough, I didn't. Even with me saying what I said, I was like, I don't think it was that deep. I thought she was actually acting in the background through a lot of the parts. There was a particular scene where Vivian said something shady to Kimmy's character, and Jada was acting the hell out of that role in the back. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Jada wasn't as bad. Ooh, oh no, I take back everything I said on Jada because I'm now having to go through this. She did miss a couple of the lip syncs, Jose. I agree with that. There were a couple of parts where she stepped out of that. It wasn't that deep though. Oh shit. So it must have been the runway. It has to be the runway because that runway was like, girl, where are we going? Not your clothes are clean in a dystopian future. But yeah, I take it back. I think Jada actually did a decent job. She was acting in the background. I don't know what more they were wanting from her. Hmm. Takes these backs. Look at me. See what happens in the chat? The live chat helps out sometimes because I had to think about it. Like, she did do pretty good. I just felt like maybe Quan, they were just trying to spread out those wins so that way it wouldn't be like a particular season of Canada where somebody had the most wins possible going into a finale and didn't win. You know, because some people win 3 challenges and still having the best track record go into finale ain't do shit. Just saying. All my love to you out in Prague, babe. Thanks for being here. Come on, International Rant Pack. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate y'all's support so much. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it, but we can keep it going. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Nikki's bodyguard. Ciao. Your girl. I refuse to get on Twitter after 12 o'clock at night because it's literally Nicki Minaj news. I kid you not. Every time I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, I'm just going to go on Twitter real quick. Something happened. I'm like, oh my God. First she lied, then she didn't, then she lied, then she didn't, then there's this, then there's that. I said I'm stepping away from this. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. I need like I need all of the evidence. I need all the facts because it would be crazy. And then this other person said this. Girl, I cannot do it. So Nikki, come on, super freaky girl, got that number one. Brittany is about to be number one right this upcoming week too. It's kind of insane how music is going right now. Look at me just talking. Music is insane. Britney's about to have a number one song with Elton John. Nicki just had a number one. Beyonce was number one. Break My Soul 2 weeks in a row. Girl, ooh, I'm telling you. Oh, you not one of those stands, baby. Oh, you don't need to be in my inbox. But no, 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm going through threads like, what is happening? And it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Where are y'all reading her from? Okay, let's move this on. Let's take it too long, baby. Come on. Come on. Category is dystopian drag. First up, Jada Shada Hudson. I like Jada, but this is a chop. And I'm going to tell you why. When I think of dystopian drag, I don't think of Erica from Stranger Things as an adult fighting Vecna. Because this is low key if Erica's. It, this is low key Erica grew up girl. I'm running up that hill like baby. Okay, like it's okay. But this here's the problem too. If it's dystopian future, why do you have a Dawn? You shouldn't have no detergent. What future is this? You holding the church sign in the street? Like I'm confused. It's as if she's ready to go to war, but she's clean. But she got a gash on her face. Yes, bitch, that is Erica down. Okay, just coming off of a win from their campaign in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, with the Hellfire Club. She's got to go make sure her brother Lucas is fine. Lucas was, yeah, that's right. Lucas, yeah, it was right. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bombay's look was fire, as usual, mind you. Bombay's look was fire. I thought Bombay was doing something playing off of Prometheus or that last Alien movie that came out when the what's his name did what's his name and it was trying to do all that to do yeah. So I had got that from her, but yeah. Y'all sang Zombieland LARP. She about to get picked up. Not Erica out there playing zombies with the kids. Oh. All right, let me let Erica go. I can't wait for the next season of Stranger Things. Yeah, that final season gonna be a bop. Go on, Erica. I'm rooting for you to get more camera time, sister. They played you this last season. I've asked for more Erica. And the only people that don't want to see you like Kyle and Alyssa on Dead Brother. Miss Fiercelicious. Now, Miss Fiercelicious, now if you want to do something like hurt somebody real quick, like get on their neck and like just put that pressure, like oh my God, she's about to die. This is that look. Okay, bitch. Now, I've talked about this lady. Okay. We have talked about her and a sewing machine being enemies in life. We have discussed her attitude. We have gone through all of that. And that's fine. But what will be given is credit when it is due. And that is what she's getting today. Tens across the board. Not only did you go into a real cool theme here, did Eve make this, honey? But the bodysuit is painted beautifully. The netting is great with it just to give that little extra with the fabric to give almost like that's clothes, but not really. She's coming out of the water to kill somebody. And it's a dystopian future based off all the people with how the water would have risen up and everyone turned into mermen, creatures, savages. I was impressed. I was impressed. I had no notes. I said, oh, bitch. Now that's the girl. That's the shit talker. That's all I got to say. This is when you can talk some shit. Okay. Now, had you came out here in some, then I'd have laughed at you. Like, bitch, you was reading girls? No, 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 no. These deserve reads. Fierce. This deserves a read. Okay. And I mean, you could drag somebody after this. Okay. Sit in the back. Now, look at me. Look at me. Ah, it was good. I was there for it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I don't give a boo. I don't give a boo. I don't give a boo. This was brilliant. I don't care what nobody says. I was getting my full Donnie Darko fantasy from this. I don't give a blip what nobody says. I got my Donnie Darko fantasy from this one. Woo! I thought this was fire and also very creepy, but also beautiful at the same time. And it would freak me out if I saw this sitting in the corner of a hallway or like walking down a road, like a road, just, all daunting. Just, how creepy is that mask? But then get into the silhouette of it all. This is what Kanye wants his fashion shows to give. All kinds of just pale colors, but like real going somewhere. This is creepy. Very Del Toro. Could totally see this in Pan's Labyrinth somewhere. And I love the fact that when she was talking about the outfit, she said she wanted to make it look like it was something she scavenged and put together just from things she found. And the fact that she had her own baby teeth incorporated into the teeth of the mask. Insanity. I lived. I lived. Also, when we get to Giselle's look, oh, it looks nothing like her, babe. This is amazing. But it was a great look. Looks nothing like her. Not even near. It's a really great look. I love the eye in presentation here with this, especially with the antlers going up top, and she put the skull together. It's fabulous. Oh, Rome, good reference. Giving the Wendigo, but make fashion. Yeah, very that, very that. Yeah, we can't highlight nonsense, Johanna, because I was like, girl, no, nowhere near. Um, I love you, Kimmy Couture. You know I do. It's like, do we just rate this on what is the best bra and panty set she has? Like that's what I'm getting from the majority of this runway with her. It's like, so how do we rate this? Is it just based off of, okay, well, this is the cutest bra and panty she's had. You know what I mean? This is the one time I was with Brad in Brooklyn. She's like, I mean, this is fire. However, like, let's talk about how this is damn near the same fucking look every week. And I mean, at least she wore some high boots, but she also wore those silver boots before as well. Look at me being nitpicky. Like, who the fuck am I, right? Now, the face is Chromatica. The face is also low key the first artwork for the Transparent Soul album cover with Willow. Very that. But it's the best or one of the better of the bra and panty sets that I like. But her face is just perfection. I just yeah. It's definitely in Chromatica tour. It's oh we. She just comes down from the ceiling. 911. Yep. That would be the song. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. And she's falling from the ceiling. Oh yeah. Lord. So yeah, it's a boot for the fact that it's literally the same outfit. I think it's still cool. So I don't hate it. It's just this, we've already seen this girl. You can do more. You know you can. So Irma Gerd, and I love a good Ghost in the Shell reference, one of my favorite animes. However, this wasn't it. She took off her skirt. It's like she took off a tree cover to reveal a shower curtain. I like the mask. I like the idea and the concept that was coming from this. But there was an issue I had with what looked like a plaster molding of the body. And it only was visible when it was close up. So I was like, well, that's not fair because I mean, we'd have to be in the details for that to be an issue. But for me, I mean, he had very good reason to. Girl, it was she bitch. Hold on. He had very good reason to. This lady literally lifted a Christmas tree skirt off to reveal just a regular skirt. It was a cool look, but if you pay attention and just stare at it, it is not what it wants to give. It is a little hodgepodgey. So the concept was fabulous, and I know where she was going. It really gave me okay, you were about you're in the same mind frame as me. I was gonna say Ghost in the Shell meets Smart House meets Stepford Wives in that sort of sense. Like very much she's a part of the program. You know what I mean? She's a part of the program. And she's like, I baked these cookies for you today. But I don't know. I'm trying to find reasons to make this interesting. And I wanted this to be more, but I think it just didn't reach the level it could have. But by all means, it's still a great concept. A great concept. I'm not mad at where Irma's mind was going. It's like, oh yeah, bitch, but I just would have we could have done some things different. Oh, who else screamed Dune when you saw this look? And shout out to anybody who saw my reaction. Shout out to everybody who was on my Patreon and saw me literally go, bitch, this is giving Dune right as Brooklyn goes. She's Dune. And I was like, oh my God, I got it right. Yes, this is Dune down. Down, 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 down. Very that. Oh, bitch. I was weak. I was like, okay, I love that I like figured the look and the concept. And of course, what gave it away is those blue teeth and the oxygen on the nose. I'm like, this is very dude. And I was so hyped that Brooklyn called it when I called it because I do my movie reference was right on the money. I was so happy. This was a bop. This was great. Giselle kind of eats. I live for this look. I did enjoy it a lot. I love that this did give dystopian realness, except she'd be like hierarchy very much in the royalty of what is gone. It's a good look. It's a good look. I just love the blue in the teeth too. It just added that extraness to me. There's no real blood left. Everybody's blue blooded and all that kind of shit from the incestuous stuff. Oh my god, I just got so much from it. It was so good. Like that's gross, but like that's good for the look. Bitch, I was so geeked. I was like, oh my god. Oh, I enjoyed it. It was a good look. Yeah. Yeah, because that first episode, Riot TV, honey. So that was the runway, kids. No one got asked who should go home and why, and I always feel like it's top six. This should have been the time, but they all just said Irma, and that wouldn't have worked out. But once judging was done, a lot of the interesting things were said, and the queens got back. They already know who's in the bottom. Jada assumed that she may be lip syncing too, and she felt some kind of way that they kind of got her outfit together. She's like, "Well, I didn't know you girls were gonna go all concept and shit. What did you think they were gonna do? Did you think everyone was gonna look like a Kids Next Door character?" I was so confused with Jada. Jada over here acting like everyone was supposed to be looking like number five and shit, and she Erica, get back. I couldn't do it, kids. I'm sorry. I was very confused with this. I look like you about to find some candy and shit. The fuck? I don't understand. Oh my god, doesn't she? Like she looks like it's number three and number five had a baby. No, was it number two? Number two and number five had a baby. Yep, very that. I, Jaded looks like a codes name Kids Next Door character. You are welcome. Don't you love how all the weapons in Kids Next Door were just basically like not what it was, and it was just long explanation for the weapon itself, just so unnecessary. Ah, okay. Not she gonna go fight the delightful children from down the way. So funny. All right. Fierce is giving, but Vivian got her first win, and all it took was her to give her baby teeth and some creepy fucking mask to do it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I think Vivian has been doing consistently well this season. It's always been just this close for her. It has really sucked. So I didn't like how Fierce was rubbing it in her face, even though there have been times I've seen Vivian kind of, dig a little bit at Fierce too. Let's not say it's just going only one way, but I thought out of everybody in the Rusical, Viv got it. I mean, Jada, if she had different, critiques, even though she did pretty good, probably would have done the same. But I also saw her walk down that runway giving you all kinds of Tide Pod cleanse. Yes, it's the 5-time cleaner, hypoallergenic. Either way, she wins 2,500 from the same company that gave Kimmy 2,500. Once again, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The prize was the same as the mini challenge. I think bitches have gotten trips on this season, money and donations to charities on top. Okay. But you know what? You got it, Viv. Go on, sister. $2,500. Now, we have a trained dancer and an untrained individual that are about to dance to a song called Love Is by Alana Miles. First time I'm hearing it. All right, I guess I'll start to speak here. I just wanted to give a couple of the pictures out the way so you could know where I'm going with this. Giselle was a slow burn. And she wasn't doing nothing for a minute. She was giving you that slow rise and she started dancing. But I understand that this will more than likely be Giselle's go-to move whenever she wants to let you know she's about to get down and dirty. She gonna give you now this is where I could say the Gigi era part came in. Okay? Where you at, John? There we go. You said she dressed up like a baby vampire. No, this is where I think she was Gigi era because Gigi was doing the same squat my legs and give you push stuff when they were lip syncing Child against Silhouette, who was just ordering something at the drive thru and was pissed off that her food wasn't correct. Irma was making noises and movements. It looked like Irma was trapped inside someone's trunk and being driven across country. Help, help. Mm-mm. And Halle Berry was right behind her, just trying to get out the car. Not that I called her Abigail Breslin in that one movie. Oh no! I just said this was 911. Oh, for the girls that know that movie. Was it 911? But that was the movie, or was it the other one? Which one was it with Abigail Breslin and Halle Berry in it? And she was trying to get her out the trunk of the car. Woo! Mm-mm. Irma kept doing a lot for the song when it didn't need to be done. It was like she was not only dancing to the beat, but she was dancing to every song or every line, every word in the song. It was a lot. The call. Thank you. Thank you. The call. Yes. That's right. She was in a movie called 911. She's in a movie called The Call, Missing, Losing Isaiah, My Baby's Gone, Monsters Ball, also known as He Got Make Me Feel Real Good. That, yes. Don't forget Swordfish. They paid her how much money so she can flash those people? High key. High key. And Swordfish was after Monsters Ball. Literally. Paid her, I think it was 20 million just to have that one. Boop. Lost Babies in there too, I'm assuming. I like Gothica. It's funny. I saw Monsters Ball with my mom. Oh, I will never. Deborah was not happy. Imagine your mom trying to like close your eyes to Billy Bob Thornton like sleeping with Halle Berry, and then when we get in the car, your mom would be like, "Why did it have to be him?" She said, "Out of everybody, we could have seen her have sex with Matthew," because that's what my mom would say. She never said Matthew. Why was it Billy Bob Thornton? Ew. And why were you looking? I was like, it's a movie. She's like, you're not supposed to see that shit. But still, it was Billy Bob Thornton. She could have had anybody else. Why was the other guy not the person? I was so mad at my mom talking about. I said, well, Heath Ledger ended up taking his, no, in the movie. She's like, well, that would have been better. I like Heath. Oh, I miss you, Mom. Oh, silly, silly, silly. That lady was silly. I remember going to go see Swordfish with my dad and my mama too, because my parents would take me to R-rated films. Me and my brother. That's how we saw the first Terminator. I think Terminator 2 was PG-13, but we still had to be let in because I was very young when I saw that. Shit. I saw a whole bunch of R-rated movies when I was growing up. My parents were one of those parents, but we were quiet in the movie theater. We weren't those kids that were loud and yelling. We was quiet, baby, because we were interested in the movies. Okay, and my dad's one of those hetero men, very macho. So we'd always go see like gangster films and stuff like that. Oh my god, so funny. Okay, anybody else? Tired of this. This is what is this? What are they doing? This is so weird. Like, okay, what conversation was just had that we missed? Like, what's going on? I preferred it when they had the pieces of paper and they just passed it around and pretended like they all came to some agreement together. I prefer that. This is so silly. I'm just gonna look at you. Like, is that a gift you're given as a judge on the panel that you can read people's minds? I need to call Jiggly. Maybe they can do this in Philippines too. I don't know. Let me call my sister. Jiggly, can you read folks' minds now that you're on the panel? Or is it something about sitting in that chair? Stupid. But it is very like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Giselle was saved, and why not? She has 2 wins. They're gonna send her home over Irma. No shade, Irma, but by the slip of that under no, it's a wrap. I'm gonna miss a little bit of the Irma Gerd. I am. I'm gonna miss Irma Gerd. We'll see her another time. She was fun. I wasn't a fan of every runway. I felt like that last one though, that the art runway. Oh, that paint. Oh, I thought that was fabulous. I don't care what anyone says, but I think that Irma didn't really. It was a safe run for her. Safe run. Nine Tail, thank you for the super chat. Bye, Matty. Bye, Rampad. Going to see the new Dragon Ball movie. Tell me if you like it, Nine Tail. I enjoyed it, and tell me what your favorite part was. I think I know. I think I know what part it's gonna be. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good movie. Yes. No regrets. That's one of my favorite parts. No regrets. Enjoy that little silly humor. People like Irma who are talking about the lovable weirdos are the folks that got me through middle school and high school. Those were my people. Even though I hung out with everybody at a certain point in time, my initial intake to school and feeling comfortable was the lovable weirdos. And there always will be the best people in school until school's over and then everyone can just be on their own shit. But yeah. Bye, Erms. We'll see you another time, baby. On to the girds. On to the girds. Listen, that's it for today's review, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Drag Race Philippines Untucked for episode 3. Pop off a day. I'm beautiful. Pop off a day. I'm incredible. Pop, 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 pop off a day. Yeah, that song is still in my head. It's such a good song. But yes, if you enjoyed Squirrel Trip, the Rusical, let me know in the comment section. If you didn't, let me know in the comment section. What was your favorite runway look? Let me know in the comment section. What wasn't your favorite runway look? Let me know in the comment section. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button before you walk out the store in the comment section. And if you want to drop a tip into my jar, in the comment section. There's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App, $MattyRants, Venmo, comment section, Matty Rants. I thank you so much for being here, everybody. I gotta go. It's been a long day. I need a shower because low key I was out. I had a little, dinner, lunch with Scotty. And got me a couple little Moscow mules, except I got a Hawaiian mule. It's supposed to be more tropical tasting. It's lovely. And I need a shower because I've been outside, and once I go outside, I always feel dirty. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you had a good day. This will be the last time I say that because I realize I've said it 3 times now already. I'll catch y'all tomorrow in the afternoon. And we'll see you. All right. Bye. Pop off a day. I'm beautiful.
Listen. Yeah.